Good afternoon, everybody. I want to be doing another installment in my Pastors Course. This is installment number 13. And the particular point of this mini lecture, they're all mini lectures, is that the pastor takes advice on how to serve the Lord and his people. And this is a key feature. The concept of learning from others is universal, and we all learn from the example of our mentors, and learning to pastor is a lifelong skill and passion. None of us have learned everything, and so we need to find someone, perhaps one or two or three people, that will be able to take you on and show you what being a good pastor is all about. What you want to see is, how does this mentor preach? How does this mentor teach? How does he lead meetings? How does he oversee meetings? How does he deal with the business meetings of the church? You might be asking yourself, how does he pray? You might be asking, how does he talk to people? Lots of pastors are lacking in self-confidence, but if you find one that's willing to teach you, then you will have found a treasure. And those who are experienced pastors need to be willing to share and to teach the very nitty-gritty of ministry. Now, a lot of pastors will be reticent to help in this way. And you may be saying, why is that? It's because a lot of people are lacking in confidence. I remember I was with an evangelist many years ago. We were out doing door-to-door work, and we were working separately. We were working together on a mission, but we're working separately on the same street. And I crossed over the street and I said, hey, why shouldn't we work together? Why don't we help one another and go to the doors together and learn from one another? And he turned to me and he said, I can't do that, Stephen. I said, why is that? He said, I don't know what I'm doing anyway. I don't know what I'm doing. And I would find it very difficult to work with anybody else in a way like that. You know, that's a great sadness. We need to get over the fact that we're not God's gift to this world. We need to get over the fact that that we have hesitancy, that we are unsure about ourselves. This was a great privilege that the disciples had. They saw Christ at very close quarters for 3 years. They saw him sleep. They saw him eat. They saw him answer difficult questions, face awkward people. They saw him at work and at play. They saw him tired and they saw him refreshed. They saw him in every conceivable circumstance of life. And they would remember everything. They could remember everything. They saw him with his family. They saw him with his devoted disciples. They saw him face to face with his enemies. They saw him deal with the sick and the diseased and the infirm. What an education. What an education. That's an amazing thing. If you invited Christ to supper, then 12 big hungry men turned up with him. They fed on his word. They marveled at his wisdom. And it was Christ's stated purpose right from the beginning to have them leave everything and come and be on the road with him. They were with him. They were with him day and night. They were with him in good weather and foul. And he would teach them how to become fishers of men. Their main task was to declare the gospel of the kingdom from city to city, from town to town, from village to village. Now your job, if you're a pastor, is to find someone that can teach you, to show you exactly how they work, how they visit the sick, how they prepare their sermons, how they lead people to Christ. Follow up on those touched by the message. There's a lovely verse in Mark chapter 1, verse 35. It says, very early in the morning, Jesus left the house and went off to a solitary place where he prayed. Simon and his companions went to look for him, and when they found him, they exclaimed, everyone is looking for you. Jesus said, let us go somewhere else, to the nearby villages, so I can preach there also. That is why I have come. So they traveled throughout Galilee, preaching in the synagogues and driving out the demons. That's in Mark chapter 1, verse 35 and 35 to 39. Now here's a series of questions. These questions aren't designed to upset you or to frighten you. They're questions designed to encourage you. Who are the pastors that might be able to help and advise you? Now you may only find one. If you find one great man, somebody that really is a man of God, then attach yourself to him. Tell him that you want to learn from him. Secondly, what sort of things would you like to learn from him? Have you thought about that? Thirdly, what sort of person are you looking to for discipleship? What sort of person are you looking for? What characteristic would you like to emulate? Not everyone can help you in every area of life, so who else could disciple you? And lastly, who could you teach these things to? You see, it isn't just about what you can receive. It's who are the people that you're going to end up being the teacher to. That's a great challenge, isn't it? So this is video number 13, and the point about it is this: is take advice on how to serve the Lord and your people. Well, God bless you. We look forward to catching up with you on the next installment. Have a great day. God bless you. Bye for now.